How are we doing today? I posted this in one of the Facebook groups. This is a color theory exercise, and I was asked, why do I do them? So my response to the person that asked me was visual memory or color memory. As if we keep seeing a color constantly, we start to remind our brains what color it is. Most colors are in paintings are complex colors. They're not straight from the tube or as it comes from factory. I'm not gonna go into primaries and secondaries because if you're painting, you probably heard that since 3rd grade in school. So I am gonna go further along and I'm gonna tell her why I do these. I like the shapes, the different shapes, because it's just fun. And it's not that I don't do my swatches. I do have swatches, which I do quite often. It all depends on the brand. Since I got the core watercolors recently, I've been doing swatches for it because, well, I needed to learn these new colors. And the best way to learn something that you like is visually. So how do we build our visual memory? Obviously, I did a design, and from there on, I do a mixture, a simple one. I'm using Gamboge. Let me actually do something. I'm gonna wet my paper because it hasn't been wet, and allow it to dry while I do my mixture. And I'm gonna use Cobalt Teal and Pthalo blue as well. So this first mixture is permanent Gamboge, and I want to mix enough Pthalo blue, and teal, Cobalt Teal, because I want to create a green. And I'm going to use this green as my base color for the whole underpaint. I want it light, so I'm going to add enough water that it's there, but it's not as strong and overpowering for my whole piece. Okay, so I did mix permanent Gamboge, Pthalo blue, and teal, Cobalt Teal, and I have this green. Now I added a little bit more of Pthalo and made it a little bit darker, but I'm still working, and I want to work with different greens. And my kit, I don't have it with me, I only have those colors. So how do I, if I don't know how to, my color theory, if I don't know how to mix colors and alter them, as much as I want to make this a monochrome green design, I wouldn't be able to. But I do have reds in my combination. I have Cadmium Red, I have Scarlet, I have Alizarin Crimson, I have Pyrrole Orange, and Quinacridone Magenta. So I have 5 colors, which allows me to alter the current one. And I wouldn't do it like all very strongly. I would go little by little, mixing it in together until I get a color that I'm happy with, like this one right now. It's a different shade or a different tone, developed from the same green, from my same leftover mix that I have there. So instead of throwing that away or not knowing what to do in my palette, I decided to make other greens. So my first leg is composed of Cadmium Red Medium with the same combination that gave me the first green. But what happens if I need another green? Well, I got enough, as I said, I got enough reds. Got enough reds to go little by little, mixing them in and getting different combinations of green, I'm sorry, different combinations of green. And I have to apply it flat because for some reason, I like my lines to be straight. But you'll see we're getting very nice olive greens from that first combination. Now I'm doing the same combination, the Pthalo, the permanent Gamboge, and the teal, and doing Alizarin Crimson. And I want to keep it within the greens, so I'm going more towards the green than the red sides. If I wanted to make it brown, I would go more into the reds, and that would change everything. And that would vary a lot, my combinations. Actually, I'm going to show you because I'm going to do it a little bit more brown with the Alizarin Crimson. This is very helpful if you're doing landscape. It gives you a variety of actual green, scenery greens. This one's pyrrole, orange, and pyrrole has since it's orange, it has a very bright quality, which I'm gonna try to capture within the green. And also it depends on how much green or how much towards the red you're going, how your combination is going to turn out. That's the pyrrole. Isn't it interesting? I don't want my mixture to contaminate with the other colors, so I can keep them as fresh. And now I'm gonna do the Quinacridone Magenta. So the fun part of this is it allows us to, oops, it ran into my pyrrole. There we go, it doesn't matter. It won't ruin it. But you see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 greens that I mixed from simple colors. But if I still want to have the original combination, I can go back. Let's do another yellow. Let's do a primrose yellow. This one's very similar to like a lemon yellow. And I added it to the green mixture. So it's very easy once you know that your complementaries help you work how the tone and values of your colors. You get new colors with your complementaries if you mix complementaries. If you mix analogous, it's a different procedure. So like right now, I want to add some teal to that first mix, even more, so I can highlight the teal. My tape crossed over to where it didn't belong, but I fixed it there. Or I could do just a complementary in the center to throw off everything. I'm gonna mix two complementaries. And I would like to lighten up that complementary because it's vibrating too strongly. So I want to take away and lift some color. There we go. And pat it dry. And for the rest, I want to make it interesting. I find that this color turned out too blah. Like it's not strong enough. It's not giving any complement to the rest of the piece. So in that case, I would take, let's go with another complementary here. I am gonna leave some space because I don't want to hide that green totally. I'm doing pyrrole orange. But in a very light and very washed out manner. Still keeping the intensity and the vibration. And I think I'm going to add a little bit of teal to this side here because it balances so well with the pyrrole. So Cobalt Teal and the pyrrole orange are great complementaries. But I'm still kind of off balance in this area, and I'm gonna go with Diarylide Yellow. I don't want another complementary. I want an analogous. So I'm gonna go with yellow. So I hope you liked my 2 exercises. I've posted about 3 or 4. This would be the 4th one that I'm going to post on my page. If you're interested in more videos of the same kind, just subscribe to my YouTube channel or go through Facebook or Instagram to Lirio Jimenez, artist, and drop me a line and let me know that you want more color theory videos, and I will keep on doing them. Thank you and enjoy your afternoon.